this process of seeing the roadblock and refocusing sounds very easy, and it's seductive, and we think, oh man, that's the easiest thing in the world. Until you're living, right? Until we're in a living, breathing situation. And now all of a sudden, it becomes really hard to do. It's easy to say. It's easy to talk about. Well, how do you do that? You know, how do you come back from being almost dead and losing 30 pounds in a 2-week period, being so weak that you can barely sit up? How do you go from that back to peak performance? How do you take your eyes off of the roadblock, which is some health challenges, some pretty serious health challenges, and refocus on where you want to go? How do you do that? How do you go from, oh man, my car has a flat tire, to keeping your eye on wanting to be retired or wanting to be out of debt? And believe me, if you don't think those two things are connected, you'd be surprised at how even the smallest thing, like, oh man, I have a flat tire on my car, and all of a sudden you get yourself buried on that thing, and it just grows into this huge thing. Oh man, this is just another example of I can't get it done, my bad luck, my bad fortune, la 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 la, and all of a sudden this huge thing is in your path. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is it gets a lot of lip service, and I can understand why, because it can be difficult to talk about, and it can be difficult for even people to relate to. And what I'm talking about is passion. You know, people say, oh, do what you're passionate about and you'll be successful. Well, you know what? Most people probably are not passionate about trading. Sitting in front of a computer, looking at squiggly lines, and talking to a broker or pushing buttons on a computer. I mean, it sounds like stuff that you'd have a monkey do, not a person. So how do you get passionate about trading? Well, I love trading, personally. It's something that struck a chord with me. It resonates with me. So I'm passionate about it. But I realize that there's more to life, right? My wife reminds me that there's more to life. My children remind me that there's more to life. So I'm passionate about more than just trading. But what if you're not passionate about trading really at all? How then do you translate the two? How do you translate what you're really passionate about into trading? Well, you need to tie everything together. Okay? Your passion is really, what do you enjoy? What do you like to do? You want to do that? If you enjoy rock climbing, or you enjoy painting or photography, if you enjoy those things, then you need to tie them back into trading. How do you do that? Well, you remember we started talking about what? The business plan. And I said if you didn't have your written business plan, you needed to log off. Well, the business plan should include things that you enjoy. You should plan out, I'm going to trade for 6 months, and then whatever you're passionate about. I'm going to take a day where I'm going to take a day off from work, and I'm going to go up to the mountains and I'm going to go rock climbing, or I'm going to go out to the country and take some pictures, or I'm going to take a one-day class, or maybe I'm going to trade for 6 months and I'm going to take a 2-week class or a 6 months class.